I am live on YouTube and Twitch now. No TikTok. No TikTok today.
Got my TikTok up.
Yeah. It's so stupid. Reapply for access every 7 days. And then when I have to shut the live down because it wasn't
Yeah.
wasn't even streaming on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I'm already suspended.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Thanks, Meta.
Yep. Wait, is Meta own TikTok now?
The Meta servers
I
are
have no
what it's
idea.
running off of.
Okay.
So, yeah, thanks, Meta.
Meta's lame.
Yeah.
Where's the
Alright.
names for this shit?
We shall get started. Oloram, Jattetor, Barsukoiga, Nervore. Welcome to Season 4, Episode 19, 20, one of those two, of The Way of the Mandalore Under the Helm podcast. I am your host, Kadali Kabor, the General Grievous, joined by co-hosts Ananad Banau, or Overwatch Delta, as he's known on Twitch now. Got Kendo Draushia, and that's just his one and only name. And with our guest, Orivetin Babudo. Let's get started. So we are now in November. Where has this year gone, and why did it take so long to get here at the same time? So we are now on Tenant 11. A Mandalorian must be ready and willing to be an honest ambassador of the way to those who will hear, but must never place undue pressure on potential converts. Basically, we want to be a, hey, this is my faith, this is what we do, would you like to join us? A Mandalorian must be open and public about the way. They must be ready to explain the beliefs they hold. A Mandalorian must never deny their faith and should seek to spread the way whenever possible. Honest questions must be met with honest answers. Yet those who express no interest in the way must have their rights treated with respect. A Mandalorian should refrain from actively pursuing conversion when confronted with disinterest or even hostility against the way. In such a case, a Mandalorian must remain respectful. It is better to be living an example of the way in Okay, sorry, I need to redo that. It is better to be a living example of the way in hopes of future opportunities. A Mandalorian values individual freedom, including the freedom to pursue one's own religious beliefs.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
So there's been, I'd say, at least a dozen times where I've had an open, honest conversation about the faith, about our faith. Have I been able to convert anyone or get any foundlings? Not yet. But again, it's not a requirement for the faith.
Yeah,
Apparently, I have.
Well, what do you mean?
Okay,
You. Through TikTok.
Oh, fair enough.
okay, I
Unbeknownst to
don't know
me.
how many foundlings I have through the podcast. Because apparently we have quite a few who found us through the podcast.
Huh.
But going out in real life, I have not converted anyone yet.
Oh yeah.
I've given out 3 drop cards in the span of 2 weeks.
And I will say this: if you have joined us through the podcast,
Thank
we
you.
don't mind if you guys come talk to us. We like talking to people in general.
Trust
Yeah,
me, it's
we
a lot
like
better
having
than
you
just
up.
me sitting over here by myself like it was at the first. Those
Yeah.
were dark days. Those were way dark days. Hey, Katarn.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up?
Tarn, we're talking about Tenant 11 being a ready and willing, honest ambassador of the faith. And I'm actually going to pose this question. How did each of you find the way?
Even though I don't have a Facebook account, literally I was curious about like if it's anything similar to like a real world like Mandalorian religion. After watching the Mandalorian show on Disney, and I'm like, and then I found the Facebook, and then
Sorry.
Then I found the link tree, and I'm like, oh cool, they have a Discord, and then I just joined that, and the rest is history.
Kando, what about you?
One of the first TikTok posts. I saw it pop up. I'm going, okay, what's this? Went to the Facebook, joined the Facebook, then saw they had the Discord, and shortly after, that's when I met you.
Yeah, so just put it out there. I may have been in the bathroom at work just trolling through TikTok. Came across one of the posts that was, "Hey, we're a real life Mandalorian religion. We're starting to gain ground. Here's our GoFundMe page. Send us money." I was one of those posts. So just like Kando, I went to the link tree. Actually, I don't even think we had a link tree right then.
No,
I think it was just a link to go straight to the Facebook. So went to the Facebook. And within a week or two, saw that the Discord was an option. And this was, I think, March of 2021.
Quite some time already.
God, has it been that long?
It really has. It's going on 5 years now.
Yeah,
Orivetin, Westminton, how about you? How did you find the faith?
I found the faith through the Facebook group. I was just organically through the algorithm found the group. Like they must have been listening to what I was saying, and because I had talked to my girlfriend at the time, now fiance, was like, "Hey, I wonder, there's Jedi. I wonder if there's this," and then it just popped up through my feed, and I was like, "Oh, that's creepy," but I'm gonna click on it.
Yeah, like when you're talking about you want to buy a new toaster, and then the next 3 days you get nothing but toaster ads in your Facebook.
But like, congratulations,
Exactly.
you just made all of us have toaster ads on our freaking feed now.
You're welcome. I'll make y'all lose the game too.
How about Star Wars and Mandalorians? We all like that. Let's have our feed full of that stuff instead.
Nope, you get toasters. That's all you get now is you get toasters.
I swear I'm gonna get toasters because of you. I'm gonna be annoyed.
I have no use for toasters, so that would be pretty inconvenient.
What a Lego my ego.
Oh, that's funny.
I have to warm it up from a pan, or use one of those campfire.
I mean, it's better than getting ads for women's underwear in your feed.
I mean, as long as women are in
I don't know. I get a lot of weird stuff in my feed. My algorithm is pretty dialed in when it comes to.
Kando's just like, screw you, now I'm gonna get women's underwear in my feed.
Well, like I said, as long as women are in them.
I mean, yeah, alright. We'll go with that one.
Yeah, this is true.
I mean,
Tarn, I'm sorry, we just got off track right there. How did you find the faith?
Hey, my bros.
Hello,
all our own friends, and hello, Boy.
Hello. I've tried with the grapevine mainly through Dadra, because she was following you for quite a bit some time.
Okay. So Dardril found the faith, and said, "Hey, here's this cool thing going on." And then we already know that Marlboro's found the faith because of you guys.
Basically, Dardril was basically 10 11 before.
Yeah,
before we
exactly.
talked
Before she
about it.
even knew she was.
Mhm.
So here's
Yeah.
I know you guys consider foundling to be children, like son, daughter kind of thing. That's not exactly
Yeah.
what that means. Foundling just means that you have brought someone into the way. You
Yeah, but the foundling can be adopted.
no, correct.
Yes, yeah.
It could still be a child that you bring in. That literally could mean adopting them into the way. Uh, and help me out if I'm saying this completely out of my ass. I'm trying to make it as I can't even think of the damn word anymore.
But
I'm just enjoying hearing
also we sometimes use the terms a little bit like EU old canon way, because
right.
well, that read a little bit more on Mandalorians than me, but we both have read quite a lot, even before the series The Mandalorian was a thing.
Oh, the Resident
Like
those people.
yeah, or like Commandos of the Republic.
Yeah, the Republic Commando series. I'd say a
Yes,
lot of
Republic.
us have been
Oh.
following the Mandalorian lifestyle since those were released back in 2006.
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been a while.
Also, original Kotor got me interested as well.
Am I the only one who hasn't read the books?
Dude,
Real
you need
dude.
to.
You need to.
Yeah.
The extent, the EU is, or the extended universe is
What is now
just
considered
chef's kiss.
legends, yeah.
So I know a great deal about expanded universe, but the thing is, I've learned it through Star Wars YouTubers, like explanation videos, specifically through Geetsleys and like other.
Yeah, I love
YouTubers.
Geetsleys.
The story of Cal Scarada, the Gnolls,
The
Yeah.
Nile-
Darman,
That
Just-
is the epitome of Mandalorian culture.
yeah. I mean, and even within the clones, there were different cultures. There was the ones that considered themselves more Corellian because they had
Because they had
programs.
Corellian training sergeants. But those who stuck together the best and operated the best were those trained by the Mandalorian.
Kulvar Dair.
Yeah, Kulvar Dar, yeah. Thank you. I was trying to remember the term.
Well, and then,
Those who
you
no
have-
longer exist is what Kulvar Dar translates to those who no longer exist. Because they were taken away from Mandalore, Concord Dawn, wherever they were at, and they no longer exist.
wasn't the from the 2003 Clone Wars TV show, those commandos, I think it was one of them was Rex.
No,
yeah,
it was Ordo.
or, yeah,
Those were the Knoll arcs.
right. What
Yeah.
were they?
No,
trained
no,
by-
sorry, it was
by
Fordo.
Fed?
They didn't call him Ordo, they called him
Fordo.
Fordo.
Yeah.
All they did was
Well,
put an
anyway.
F at the start of his name, is all it was.
So what? Didn't they get trained by Jango Fett like
Yes.
almost directly?
Yeah.
The,
So,
the Gnolls specifically.
no,
trained by Jango
not the
Fett.
Knolls, the Arcs. The original Arc troopers were trained by Jango. The Knoll
Oh.
troopers were considered defective. They are the original Bad Batch, as it is. So the Kaminoans were going to euthanize them, for lack of a better term. Cal Scarada is walking by, and he's like, "No, I'm not gonna let this happen. These are my sons now," and literally adopts them in the Mandalorian culture.
Man, sucks that they could only live for about 30 years before they
So
age out.
that's actually one of my biggest pet peeves with the Clone Wars animated show is And
I think
yeah,
it's
I
easier
get
for
it. Okay,
anime.
these books were written way before the TV series ever was even thought about. Artistic license,
Mhm.
I get it. They can do whatever they want with the show. The only in all of the books, Kaminoans are always portrayed as these stoic bastards, essentially.
Mhm.
They
I
do
mean, they're
not
just
like any obsolete, deficient product.
so.
Because
What's
they
funny
don't
is
see
they're
any clone as more than a product.
yeah.
So when they
Was it the
introduced 99 in the Clone Wars, I was like, okay,
He would
what's
have been
going on
demonized
here?
immediately.
Yeah,
I mean,
he would
Kaminoans are
not have
basically
made it
likened.
through the birthing.
Kaminoans are likened to socialites who always get the next iPhone.
Yeah,
Pretty
but
much.
that's just okay. They're always considered this type of. They look down on every clone that they make. It's like, okay, this is a product. This does not meet quality. 99 is literally a failure quality.
And yet they basically just beat the brains
Yeah,
off of every fucking clone ever because of who trained them.
right. So that I get it. They made countless millions of clones, but how many 99s did they actually get rid of? Because he's not the only one. He's just the one that was kept.
I think a bunch because I mean they wanted to so like Sifo-Dyas, air quotes, paid a lot of money
Tyrannus,
for
yes.
yeah Darth Tyrannus. He paid a lot of money on behalf of the Republic to have very very well performing soldiers.
Right. And
And so it's just like yeah, and so when you have basically that's your thing, you're this high primo tier clone or cloner facility, with a race specifically good at cloning. So it's just like I
and
kind of understand.
here's a fun fact for you. Do you know who originally thought up the idea of the clones?
Was it
Saifo
in
Diaz.
No.
high? Wasn't it High Republic time when cloning like
No. It was
when
Plagueis.
Darth Plagueis? Oh, because in his book, didn't he have like plans that spanned like
Yeah.
hundreds of years?
So the original idea was to actually have force sensitive clones. But the Kaminoans just couldn't make it work. They were the only option for cloning. Because
Yeah,
he
because
found
there's
them. He found Camino, sorry. And he's like, okay. He took hundreds of trips with different specimens. He tried finding some who were force resistant, but they just couldn't be cloned. The specimen could be cloned, but the force resistance aspect
yeah.
wasn't clonable. The metachlorians couldn't be cloned.
Then Kathleen Kennedy comes along 50 years later and spits on that entire idea.
I mean, okay. Have you watched Bad Batch?
I have not watched Bad Batch.
If you don't mind a little bit of spoilers,
Go for it. I don't mind.
do you know
I
who
mean, it's like
Omega is?
no.
Omega is the second. There are two unaltered clones of Jango Fett. You have Alpha
Oh,
and you have Omega. Alpha would later be known as Boba.
Okay.
Omega, for whatever reason, they decided to turn female. I don't understand it. It's probably PC wokeness. It's whatever.
Equality.
They yeah, it's another example of deficient quality.
So hypothetically, Boba and Omega could get together and basically be a printer, an organic printer.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. We're not going down that line of thought, though.
Yeah, but they risk, well,
Yeah, there's a lot of different medical
Habsburg,
problems that would happen with that.
Habsburg quality.
Yeah,
So
to put it.
that's where we get the Tylenol PM people.
Well, so from what I understand is that with the Kaminoans, they produce biological perfection, essentially.
Yeah, and
that's
any
like
kind of deviation from that. There's the word I was thinking of. Thank you. Any kind of deviation from their set protocols was euthanized.
Well, yeah. So like what basically what happens if you have basically genetic perfection on the double helical standard, you basically that can't happen. Like
Yeah.
it's technically not incest; it's just really good genetics on both sides.
Technically perfect genetics.
Yeah,
to the original source.
Isn't that why they wanted to get rid of the ARC troopers? Because the ARC troopers had free will.
Yes.
Like they didn't.
They were as close to pure Django.
Yeah.
As it could be. They were almost pure Django.
Yeah. And the Kaminoans didn't like that because they were too.
And that's why that is what became the Null Troopers.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
The ARC Troopers were just enough chipped that they were still almost pure Django, but they were just on that other side where they were still controllable.
Right. I mean, you basically, from what I understand with the ARC troopers, they were basically just like, you could tell them it's like, hey, I want you to do this, and be like, that's retarded. In order to do this, I'm gonna go against direct orders. But it's still
to put it in military terms, they're the Seabees.
Yes.
You want something done, you tell the Seabees.
Pretty much. It might look a little different than what you had in mind, but I mean,
but they got the job done, and that's what the ARC troopers, that's what the Null troopers were for. And then you had a step down from that were the commandos.
I believe the word that you're looking for is unconventional tactics.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty much what the Null troopers were.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think by the end of the books, the clan Scarada was filthy rich because one of them decided to hack into the Republic credit bank and just siphon off pennies off of every account in the bank.
There's trillions, if not quadrillions, accounts.
Cal actually had to sit down when he heard they were trillionaires.
Those were such great books.
And to be honest, they used all of that to find what they called the cure for the accelerated aging.
Oh yeah, that's right. They find the Kaminoan that was specifically
a Jedi Kaminoan. They found a Force sensitive Kaminoan.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot she was Force sensitive.
She was an aberration to the Kaminoans. She was an aberration of a Kaminoan. I mean, a Force. I mean, it's gonna happen.
I mean,
Out of an
listen,
entire species, you're gonna have some force sensitives. It's not It's not gonna be a. There are no force sensitives in this species.
Jedi
Oh.
Wookiees.
And then
I
you're
mean, to
forgetting
quote
that
Jeff Goldblum,
you're
life finds a way.
forgetting, Cad,
Yeah.
because
Well,
he
that
wasn't
okay. That's because he is
supposed to
literally
exist.
born from a Jedi, so he has higher probability.
Well, I mean,
Right.
not only that, but all the clones were supposed to be sterile, and the fact that he had a kid
Again,
with a Jedi,
life
and I'm
found
like,
a way.
this is just, oh
Just
no,
What?
hey Lannis, you lost the game.
So, hold on. From what I understand, so it's basically because the Force is possible, well, through the Force, immaculate conception.
okay. So what
is a
you're
thing.
saying is, Cad is Jesus.
No, because I mean there is a clear mother father, but the thing is through
Okay.
basically
Okay.
the metachlorians could hypothetically, could take the DNA of
And given
like
Anakin Skywalker.
and get an Anakin Skywalker because more than enough DNA was present for the mother to,
Yeah.
do a mother thing.
Just give it that final oomph over
Yeah.
over the
So I mean,
threshold. Yeah.
because like metachlorians hypothetically are forces tuned stem cells. At least that's
Yeah.
what George Lucas ruined the universe with in episode 1.
Yeah. I wouldn't even say it ruined it. It just gave an explanation to something that no one really cared about.
I mean, fair. I mean, we still don't know anything about Yoda's or Yaddle's race anyway. So
I don't think they ever will.
The three that we have seen are extremely powerful and force sensitive.
Right.
Well, we had more in EU, like Vandar was in Kotor.
Who?
Vandar Tokae
Oh.
in Kotor, he was present.
Yeah. To be fair, I haven't played KOTOR, so I mean, my language is or my knowledge is limited to the movies and like expanded universe and the timeline of the movies.
Yeah, he's a baby to Star Wars.
I'm not necessarily into Star Wars. Like I know basically Darth Bane time, but I mean I know the exciting.
Those
parts
are some
of the
good books
timeline.
too. Oh man.
Okay, you need to play KOTOR. You need to read the book.
I would if it had an HD remaster.
I think that's what they're working on.
A what?
Fantastic.
Oh,
They are working on remake, but it's development hell, sadly.
I love KOTOR as a game. I'm not a fan of the D&D style rolling for shots though.
I think in the remake that they are foregoing that and doing it more fluid combat.
Oh, thank you. Don't get me wrong. I love turn-based games like the next guy. I would just prefer a little less randomness when it comes to, hey, I'm going to use a crit shot and it goes wild.
By the way, we went so off target.
We really have. We really have.
Hey, Dirge.
Perfect. Dirge!
How did you find the faith? We're talking about 10 and 11, and we're talking about being honest ambassadors and spreading the way. So we decided we were going to talk about how we each found the faith.
Don't let Gadali lie to you. We were literally so far off topic than you.
We really were. We went through the 6 of us that were here, and then we just started talking about the books.
Yeah, because we moved to the point where we learned about Mandalorians.
Well, yeah, okay, we're still talking about Mandalorian culture.
Are we though?
We were, yes. So, Dirge, how did you find the way?
Before I answer that question, sir, you can lie to your parents. You can lie to whatever deity you want, but you can't lie to me. You weren't on topic.
I fucking told you, like, bro, don't even try to gauge it.
We were on topic for about 15 minutes. Thank you very much. And the last 15 minutes, no.
It was even closer to 20. It was closer to 20 minutes.
On or off
enough.
topic.
So Dersh, answer the question, or I will go up to Canada and waterboard. I'm sorry. Do an enhanced interrogation technique.
Yeah, remember we're streaming.
I don't think you
You
understand
gotta
who
be
you're
careful.
dealing with. That's just a kinky Friday night.
I mean,
Right. You've got
I
to do
didn't
it
get
But
the-
you know,
maple syrup. Otherwise, he won't get off.
well, here's the thing. Water
But
conducts
you-
electricity.
Okay, let's keep the BDSM topic off. Let's
but
keep
do you
that
know
to behind
what
closed doors.
Canadians were best known in World War II?
No, no, I just had a theory that it wouldn't take long for somebody to go, hey, let's make weapons part of my religion. And within like a 10-minute cursory search on YouTube and Google, I found you guys.
Oh, by the way, Dirge, you will have nothing but toasters in your Facebook feed now.
Toasters. It was the one to make toast or like.
Yes,
toasters.
bread toast.
Laugh toaster bath.
Oh, the Splish Splash Toaster Bath.
I really want to get that T-shirt too. There's a military content creator, mandatory fun day. He has that T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Live, laugh, and toaster bath. Although I do like Splish Splash Toaster Bath.
So you were just trolling along Facebook and your feed, just like West Mitten showed you the keeper's Facebook post.
Like a true
No, I
Canadian, they're drawn to things
Don't
they
even think
cannot have.
don't even think that was a thing. I think I discovered the not the Facebook, the YouTube first.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, the you desolate Aurora sermons.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if he's remaking those, but they're definitely worth a watch. They're really good.
From what Paul has told me, that what Matthew Fox is working on something, and he doesn't want to spoil the surprise.
Okay. Either way, the YouTubes, or Desolate Warrior's YouTubes are worth a watch.
You know, just like Predator dreadlocks, they're gonna be great.
Yeah. Some would say the best.
I actually wasn't a fan of like the whole Predator dreadlock thing, like the whole Ripley Scott like dreadlocks. Nah, it doesn't fit the species.
I think it's weird that they grow from their head. It was always seemed to me as a kid, it was like something they just used as adornment. But then, of course, as a kid.
Well, yeah, that would make ultimately sense because like they're both like a reptile yet a mammal. Like it doesn't make sense.
A reptilian mammal, one would say.
Huh?
Okay, there's platypus. It's okay.
Space
Can we
platypus.
get back on topic, guys?
Perry the space platypus?
But platypi makes sense though, because like they're venomous. They're enough of each different one. They're basically spare parts bin.
They're a duck crossed with a beaver.
There's like a duck, beaver, and snake all in one.
God was having a fun day when he made that one, wasn't he?
No, I'm pretty sure the platypus was made last because quite literally spare parts bin.
It's like, all right, I got this, and I got this. Screw it, we're putting them all together. See what we get.
Exactly.
To a deity of that power, that's not really a challenge to making a living creature with spare parts, but it's just like
Like, oh, you think I can't do this? There you go.
Okay,
not
we've
even.
gone way off topic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean,
We're not
I,
even in Star Wars talk anymore.
I tried to get you guys back, and then you just ran with
No.
the fucking space platypus.
I mean,
So
to be
okay,
fair,
so that being said, on the space as Mandalorians, we don't have a deity that we answer to. It is up to each Mandalorian to believe whether there is a higher power or not. We do not have one that we answer to. Yes, there are Mandalorian gods in the fictional universe, but we don't follow the same tenets from the fictional universe. We have
capitalism.
adapted those to fit a real life world.
So with that, what it's very popular to do is basically you have your your keeper of the way belief, but then you could, because it's a non-theistic religion, you can also roll it into another possible theistic.
I'm gonna be honest,
religion or
I've never
belief.
been a fan of that. Because at some point in some
Nor have I.
religion, there is going to be a point
Way
where
I am
you
the,
have
I
to.
am the light. I am the way. I am the only. I'm the Alpha and the Omega. I am. There is no room for it. Most theistic theologians
I mean,
view.
Now, see,
I kind of
that
You
that's
can't
where
mix the
people
two.
can argue and will argue that Mandalorian is a way of life, not a faith. In
I kind of look
in
at it
our
like I was one.
circumstances, we believe that our weapons and armor are imbued with spirits at the time of their forging.
Which I mean theologically, so like for me, like even though I don't necessarily resign myself to a label of a Christian, I just like basically adhere to the wisdom found therein of the Christian holy book. And so I'm like, cool, demons exist in Christianity. I mean, machine spirits exist, in Warhammer. So I'm like,
Right. No,
there's
and I get it. I'm not saying you can't have those.
so no, I don't. How I necessarily marry the two concepts is that's like, well, when you look at the apocryphal book of Enoch, weapons of war are technically made by, or the knowledge to make swords, specifically for war, um, was passed down through fallen angels in the early Christian belief. Well, it's just, technically speaking, weapons of war are a concept or have a little fragment, a machine spirit of that original teacher, fallen angel teacher. So it's like spirits can be, so like basically if you don't use a machine spirit that inhabits a weapon of war for its intended use, it gets unhappy.
I.e., my
Which, I mean,
computer last night.
yeah, so it's like if somebody, Kadali's brother, you know, an IT basically specialist.
No, he's actually a mechanic for a steel mill.
Oh, fair enough. But
he just happens to know a lot about building computers too.
right. So I mean, the machine skill that this individual had.
Actually, that makes sense if he's a mechanic at a steel mill.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
good
it's
with
just,
computer.
right. So it's just like machine spirit saw, like, oh, I better act right because
Right? Yeah.
You know, I can't argue this only on the fact that I used to keep extra VCR around, and tied to the VCR on the other end of the rope was a big wooden mallet. And when my technology would fuck up, I would smash it a few times and then point at everything. And I shit you not, it would work better.
The Gibbs method.
yes.
Like,
Yeah.
Or
like
if you curse at some mechanical thing long enough, and it sometimes can yield.
My computer was not doing that. I was.
believe
Oh
it's
man, was I
called
cursing at this thing
custom
yesterday for
maintenance.
5 hours? Take it
Like,
over to my
what?
brother's and it's working within 30 freaking seconds. Kidding me?
I've seen a Reddit story where it was basically humans in space, and a mechanic kept a wrench, and this ship that shouldn't be running is running because, as he put it, he made an example of the most critical component of that ship, where all the other part components could see him doing it, and ever since then they don't act up.
You see this?
And-
This could be
Yeah,
you.
there's a sci-fi story I was looking at, and basically, if humans say "hold my
Hey,
beverage,"
Julia.
the universe is going to bend to our will just because it can. Well, this guy like realigns these warping mirrors to like where usually it take months and weeks of calculations. He just starts boot fucking them into position, and they worked better.
So,
Gotta love
Julia,
sci-fi.
welcome to the podcast, ma'am. I know you haven't been here for a while. We're talking 10 and
Yeah.
11 and how we each found the way.
Okay.
If you don't mind me asking, and if you want to answer, you can, or if not, that's fine too. We'll just keep going. How did you find the keepers?
Discord crashed.
Oh, I was on Facebook. I was there when the first Lorraine began exploring the idea of making a religion, and I was there to encourage them. So
So
yeah, I
you
was there
are
from the
one of the
beginning.
original members then.
Yeah,
Maybe not board of
yeah.
director
Yes,
original,
you
but
would.
No, no, they did come ask. They did come ask me later if I would be like a second tier counselor, and I said it would be my honor.
that's awesome. I
And
never
that's why
knew that.
Yeah,
we all listen.
yeah,
When Julia speaks, we all listen. This is the way.
Pretty much. This is the way.
yeah. So I've been on the way before it was called the way, all the way back from the 1980s when I was in college.
Oh, so Jordan, this is literally because of Julia. So one day
Yeah, I was
back in college in the 1980s, she wrote down Mandalorian religion because she saw Boba Fett in
not quite,
Empire Strikes
not
Back.
quite, not quite. But I saw the original Star Wars in theaters.
Yeah, back when Boba was British.
Yeah, I stood in line and I watched Star Wars. And when we were watching the Empire Strikes Back after the first um, showing, I waited and I sat down again for a second showing. And the second showing was even more popular than the first because it was standing room only. They had to
Wow.
actually let us that were in the chairs um, come out so they could clean the aisles, and then they let us back in again to sit down again, and then they let in the crowd. So yeah,
That's awesome.
I was there. I was there in the theaters when the movies came.
I may not be that generation, but I saw them in theaters the second time around in the 90s.
Ah,
Right.
Same.
I was there
I
in the
saw them
beginning.
in the 90s. I saw the I remember watching the Phantom Menace when I was a kid.
Yep.
That was
Oh no, I'm
impressive.
talking about the remastered.
Yeah,
Oh no, I
special
remember
so-called
it
Oh,
special
totally.
edition.
remasters
Yeah.
or the remasters with all that CGI BSery.
I was raised with Star Wars and Pokemon.
Same.
Yeah.
Well, Star Wars, Pokemon, and Transformers for me.
Would
Start
you
with
one or
Pokemon.
G2?
Okay, I was
Or,
raised
like-
on Saturday morning cartoons. I got y'all. I got it all right there.
All right. Fair enough.
I mean,
I'm not gonna say
yeah.
Transformers, Robotech, Dragon Ball Z, Ren and
I
Stimpy,
made it a point
Cat
every
Dog.
channel
I'm just gonna lump it
that
Saturday morning
would
cartoons.
do.
There you go.
Oh, dude, you're telling me? I literally sat there and watched every single channel's last broadcast of Saturday morning cartoons one by one.
That's depressing.
That kind of
Yeah.
is. That
It
and
was,
Power
but
Rangers.
also it's you gotta understand it's a change of the way. It's a change of the world, right? Like
Yeah.
we
You-
have
you-
options now. It's not just tell us what to watch.
You sat through history.
Yep,
You
I did.
you sat and you watched those commercials. The next big toy was in those commercials.
No,
Oh
no,
hell yeah!
no.
Or the next
I'll
game or movie or
I'll be completely honest. I didn't necessarily sit through commercials. Those were bathroom breaks for me and like snack breaks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, they were that too,
like-
depending on what you were watching.
Well, but then you know, like no one will ever know the absolute joy and freedom of you know the sibling that like stays behind and goes, "It's back on! It's back on!"
Yes.
Yes.
Hurry
And, like,
up!
running to the fucking living room.
And you were
Like
lucky
freedom,
enough if you had a
freedom ball.
bathroom near the living room, or if you had to go all the way
I don't know
across
about
the
you
house.
guys, but like another thing I would do is I'd set up my like relevant action figures to the show, and then like in commercial breaks, that's what I'd do is I'd go and like do my own little thing with them.
And see just how
Yeah.
accurate your prediction was on what's gonna happen.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh God, that reminds me. So obviously, way back when they were broadcasting The Wizard of Oz, and it just happened to be when we were having dinner. So my parents got one of our little TVs, brought it in, put it on the counter so we could watch Wizard of Oz while we ate because there was no pausing it.
Okay, so
Oh, dude, and
our
that's the
dinner
thing too. And then you
times,
actually had to bring a TV to the room.
that was
We
not
brought
what our family did not do that. All electronics got shut off. And when I say all electronics, there was the TV. that was it.
So
That's all we had.
I
No
my
computers,
so
just TVs.
my family my family were avid campers, and so what we had is like an 8-inch mobile TV with rabbit ears built into like
We
the
never had the
system, so
rabbit ears. We never had the rabbit ear TV. We had cable growing up.
I eventually
My
This-
first TV had rabbit ears on it, and it was wonderful because at the age of about 10, I realized that if you run the right series of wires through a VCR, that TV, and a regular TV, like the bunny ear with the knobs and the all the
Yeah.
tuner bullshit that's already built into it. Oh, you can descramble all of those, pay TV channels. Like I was watching Disney Channel. I was watching
I thought you were going
fucking
somewhere else
Cinemax.
with
I was
this. I'm
watching
not gonna lie.
HBO. I was watching all no, I was watching those videos too. Don't get me wrong, those times old.
I mean I don't think
You can only do
stars
that
was
so
a
many
thing at
times
that
in a
time.
day though.
No, I was thinking about that one special channel at the end of the selections where it was nothing but snow.
Except you hear
No.
the adults having happy fun time.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
I thought you were descrambling that one. I was like, damn, dude.
Oh no,
Oh,
I was
what did
doing
you
that
just
too.
send me?
Don't get me wrong. I was a spitting swearing 10-year-old. I learned how to take that and copy it and put it on a VHS tape and then sell it to all my friends. I was
I
enterprise.
found a corner store that let me buy porn mags in grade
All right,
6, and I
let's
just
not
like, would
get
buy
too
them
deep
on
into
mags
that
and I'd
rabbit
sell them
hole.
out to my friends.
Did I just say rabbit hole or rabbit hoe? 'Cause I don't know.
Both?
And then there's me playing.
Let's stop digging that hole. Let's that is too far off topic.
Well, here's the thing. I was like until I was like 13, I was playing Neopets until I learned, hey, girls exist.
My nephew's at that
Yep.
age now.
Hey, girls are a thing.
And then it was too late. I lived in the middle of nowhere, so I couldn't do anything with that information. I was screwed.
Haha.
Pretty much.
That was one of the nice things about living by the lake. I got to go to the beach
I was Ebenezer Scrooge as a teenager. It was all about making that money, doing the next job, make more money.
Going out and playing with friends.
Still to this day, I
There's
don't know if
Sally
I can
being
waste my
wholesome.
young years. Yeah. I don't know. Everybody used to thought I had all kinds of girlfriends, but what they didn't realize was that it was just a paid arrangement. The hot chicks brought around idiots who wanted to spend their cash and fucking try and impress them. So they get a cut of money and weed. I get lots of customers. It was great.
Fair enough.
Ugh. So I wonder how much of this episode's going to be edited out in 5 years.
Everything.
No, it's not. It's not 5 years. I think the running total is 250 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was up to 500.
So I want like, I think it was sarcastically 500 years. I think it's still the running total is still 300 years.
We've got to be at like 11, 12 episodes that need edited now.
10.
I don't know, Brain, but how are we gonna get that hippo into the hot pants?
The fuck?
They're called
I want.
dependopotamuses.
Yeah, and then there's the single male dependa. There's only one male dependa at a time. The military keeps it that way.
I was gonna say, isn't that the plot from Reign of Fire? There's only one
No, that's
male, the rest are female.
God,
Well,
Highlander.
that's
There
funny.
can only be one.
Well, I don't know about you
No.
guys, but our military has a genetic preservation law. It's not called that, but it's essentially what it's for. If you're the last living male of your family, you can't serve.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
fucking gay.
I mean, considering entire like family brand like trees just got wiped out in WW2, I think that's why we lost something like
No,
what
it
was
was
it?
World
We lost,
War
like
One.
80% of our male population.
There should be a genetic dead end, like a man.
Some lines are not meant to
Oh.
continue.
How do you think I feel? I'm the last living male of my family.
Better
Your
start
genetic
working on it.
diaspora will be missed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dirge,
okay.
you need to go to the bank.
Oh, God.
So I had a coworker. He was friends with my brother's boss at the time. Or no, I'm sorry. He was friends. He was friends with the brother of my boss. There you go. And his dad is literally old as shit. So when his dad had him, his dad was like 60. And so like in teenage years, and so his mom was like upper 30s, right? And so it's just like his dad's like trying to like convince this kid that he's actually younger than he is. He's like, Dad, don't fool me. I know you're old as shit. It's like, bro, I am pretty sure this guy like served in Korea. Like, bro, like there's crusty and then like Korea fucking veteran old.
Hey,
Yeah, no, like
my
the amount of
93-year-old 94-year-old grandfather served in Korea, thank you. And he's still alive. He got a fucking deer in muzzleloader season like 2 years ago.
Well, I mean, I knew a guy. He was like 90. He died when he was like 98, 99. But he still like chops his own firewood and maintained his own garden. I've talked to him talked about him on the podcast before.
Yo,
I love how I have my fucking stim tool, just like chilling.
We are nearing the hour mark.
Yeah, we need to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
So-
We
Yep.
have coverage here.
Do what?
No.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I do have the conspiracy.
Helmet's too far away.
Oh no, you have speakers and a very good microphone. Get up and get it.
Can't let me be lazy, can you?
No, because laziness is the mind killer. God forbid somebody actually finish the correct phrase of that.
Fear is the mind killer.
Fear is mind
Fear is
killer.
death.
I said don't fucking finish it. But so apparently, the consumption of human flesh is trying to become normalized. Because there is a cooking show that I can't remember what it was, but it's basically like a secret ingredient. Fucking like celebrity chefs try to guess the secret ingredient of like this dish this contestant serves them, and one of the secret ingredients for like this like sausage or whatever was human flesh.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yes,
is
it
I
is.
do believe also. I do believe also that's a crime. It's a crime to serve human
It's
flesh
only
to people.
it's actually
No, it's a crime.
Depending
It's
where
fine.
you are, in
Federally,
Germany
yeah.
they had a cannibalism case in where they couldn't actually charge the guy with murder. The only thing they could charge him with was indecent what is it use of human remains or something like that, treatment. That was it. But yeah,
So-
because it was all contractual and it was all like done legally on the up and up. He found a guy who was a willing volunteer, paid out his family because that's what he wanted. With the they signed the contracts and bickety bickety bam. Next thing you know, this old timer in Germany is getting fucking led away in handcuffs, and they didn't know how to charge him.
Right. So according to the clip that I saw this cooking show, a voice off screen said they cleared it with legal, which I assume would be the director of that episode of this cooking competition show. And the only cannibalism apparently is only illegal in Idaho. And then federally it's illegal, but I mean, Second Amendment, and yet California exists.
What does the Second Amendment have to do with cannibalism?
States ignore laws, even though federally cannibalism is illegal. States can basically.
What?
You caught out there. Your mic's dead.
Yeah.
Sorry, I opened my earbud case and it automatically connects to my PC. But no, I was saying like states can ignore federal law because they've make a habit of it. Or at least states have made a habit of it.
What state in their right mind is gonna okay cannibalism?
Probably Pacific Northwest, all the way down to the whole entire Western Seaboard. That's just a guess.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they are insane and stupid. At least the lawmakers are. The civilians are pretty much just shrugging, and tolerating it.
No, that cannot stand.
I know.
I think federal judges
know.
ought to be brought against them.
I know that can't stand.
Because I think that in legal standing, cannibalism would be a danger to American citizens.
Okay,
The law
we
cannot
need to
be-
stop the
the law
conversation,
cannot-
please.
The law
Nope.
cannot be
Hey,
enacted in such a way
Julia,
as to deliberately bring harm to the citizenry.
we are in unapprovable.
You're out of the conspiracy corner now.
Yeah.
We are in topics that can get people banned from
Yeah.
live streaming, and
Yeah.
we need to get
Yeah.
off that topic
Yeah.
now.
I mean, I
Okay.
just brought up what.
Back
I'm
with
just
Puppy
saying-
Dog Tails and Mickey Mouse
just
on one
saying
front
that,
and
yeah.
Donald Duck on the other.
That's criminal, and we don't engage in that. We do not engage in that. That's criminal.
Okay,
I mean,
let move along.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Kid, I want to close this out.
Yeah, I was about to say that last part is most definitely getting edited out too. No offense.
Oh yeah.
We are in the we are still on the
We are still live, yes. And actually, Dardril,
Yes.
the question for the podcast was the how did we find the way? Because the tenant is being an honest ambassador and finding foundlings. So Katarn told us that you were the progenitor of him and Marlborough's finding the faith. How did you find it?
Well, I found the YouTube channel at
Okay.
first because I was, watching, listening, reading everything Mando related, and I saw that there is a YouTube channel about the Mandalorian fate, and I started to watching videos, and like when I started, it was like 1 or 2 videos, so very early on, and for a few years I was sitting on this old server which was for newcomers, but I was like, okay, but the most people here are from United States. I'm not sure how it works in Poland. It was, and I wasn't sure if I can, join. And but I talk about it, that about to Katarn and to Marboros, that about your existence and everything I heard and everything I read about you.
Okay.
And Marboros in one moment say that, okay, so maybe I will try to go through with the interview. Because he was like that. Well, I was the Mandalorians in our country group do not want me. In the worst case scenario, Americans will not want me either. It can't be any worse. So I can try it and go and try it and say that you are very cool and nice. And I say, okay, so I also came and go through interviews. But before I go through the interviews were, no more. You
Yeah, we kind of did away
came.
with the interview server. It was mainly just to
Yes,
get to weed out the bots.
yes, and the funny thing was like you resignated from this form of interviewing people like few days less than a week after Marboros joined you, and I told him, like, they didn't have interviews now, and they're like, what? If I waited few days, I didn't have to go through this. Because English for him is not that easy.
Right.
So he is very stressed. He was very stressed about it.
That also brings up a very, very good point. If you're from another country, don't be afraid. Just come
Yeah.
in.
No.
There's some of us that speak other languages. I'm not one of them, but there's quite a few of us from all over the world that you'll
English is
find that you.
not the first language.
Oh.
Yeah, this
Oh,
isn't just
Mando is
dedicated
technically.
to the U.S. It's global.
Yeah. And I try to convince my other friend, who is almost like my brother, to join us, because he is very like he is a prepper essentially, but well, sometimes he's weird and in different
We're
way than
all a little
us.
weird.
Yeah, but not the good weird sometimes,
Oh.
I'd say.
Yeah, he's very specific type of person, but in the same time, I can count on him
Yeah.
even if he's weird.
I just want to tell you both good luck. We are all counting on you.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you, everyone who stopped by on our live streams. We appreciate it. Anyone who sees this episode in the next 500 years after it's posted, hopefully, we are a much bigger faith and religion than we are right now. Hit up all of our social medias. They're in our link trees that are in our bios. We've got QR codes all over the place. And we hope to see you in the Discord for when we record these live. I have been your host, Kadali Kbor, the General Grievous. Ivek Rooney.
That's just the way.
Little Bruni.